Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and another video. If you guys are new here, my name is Sasha. I'm a 31-year-old Aussie living in Australia. I know, it's usually Aussie living in Vancouver, but we'll talk all about it in this video. It is my December monthly reset. We're a few days from December and I'm super excited to go into the month of Christmas. I love Christmas. If you're not a Christmas person, I'm sorry, but there's something deeply, deeply wrong with you. I love the holidays. Happy holidays to all. And yeah, I'm back in Australia. So this video is gonna go over my goals, my budget, everything like that. It's gonna be a little bit different because I'm missing a few things and my life is chaotic, but it is what it is. So let's get into it. Let's get into my reflections for the month of November. So I normally do a bit of a split screen where I go through my reflections, but today I don't have my notebook. So I'm gonna read like the prompts off my previous video that I have right in front of me. And then I'm just gonna try and condense it as much as I can. So what are you most proud of is my first reflection. So what am I most proud of? Honestly, packing up the past 5 and a bit years of my life in Vancouver and moving myself and my cat to Australia. Pretty proud of that because I did it, you know, I had a little bit of help from my lovely friends, but I did it all myself. And Flo is here with me. I don't know where she is currently. I think she went back upstairs, but she made it out of quarantine, and I'll do a whole separate video on how I moved my cat from Canada to Australia because lordy lord, what a process. But yeah, I'm very proud of myself for that. What challenged you this month? I can't just keep saying the same thing over and over again. So honestly, what was challenging? Let's see. Finish up at my job was really challenging. I had to train a few new staff. We hired 2 people and then one quit within a week, and then we hired someone new. So it was just rushing sort of through to that and then finishing up at my job, which was really challenging because I loved where I worked at the clinic. I loved it so much and I didn't want to leave my job or my co-workers, and yeah, it was just super challenging. What else challenged me this month? Saying goodbye to Flo, giving her off to strangers, putting her on a flight and not seeing her for 2 weeks. That was really tough. Some friend stuff that came up, like having 2 new roommates come in November was really challenging. Yeah, like just sort of wrapping up my housing situation in Vancouver was really tough. I ended up having 2 beautiful roomies for the last few weeks, which was great, getting to know them. But it was challenging I'm a very routine person, so having 2 of my housemates leave and having 2 new housemates at the first of the month, and then, it's just strangers living in your house with you. It's kind of strange and weird, and I was just very out of it for all of November, pretty much. I was just very, very challenged across the board. Saying goodbye to everyone obviously was a challenge. Packing up my whole life was a challenge. Flo, yeah, just packing in general, nightmare. Cleaning, Facebook Marketplace, everything. It was a challenging month, November. Let's keep going. What are 3 things you're grateful for? Okay, really grateful for, oh my gosh, why did I blank? I'm really grateful for where I'm staying right now. This is my beautiful friend Lizzie's home. I'm very grateful to Lizzie, Chris, and Charlie. I'm very grateful to them. Very grateful for Flo. I say Flo in like nearly every one of my videos, but I'm very, very grateful for Flo. She is so well, and I got her yesterday, so it was just like, oh, amazing. So very grateful for Floey. And I'm grateful, yeah, for my beautiful send-off at work, and we had a big party, and got a couple of prezzies and some beautiful letters of recommendations from from some of the doctors at work, and that means a lot to me. And yeah, grateful for my parents. I'm grateful for my new roomies that I got. Grateful for people who came to the airport to say goodbye. Like, that was so lovely. I don't know, grateful for a lot. Like, just really lovely things happened in November. Something you learned this month is the next prompt. And something I learned is honestly how to move a cat from Canada to Australia successfully, because I have her here, she's upstairs, living her best life. And I learned honestly the people who will stick with me even though I'm back in Australia, like who the real ones are, you know, like I think you learn who your friends are through different periods of your life. And unfortunately I've lost a few friends this year for, honestly, I wish I knew, for some reasons. And the people who have stuck by me, I've learned the ones I should be, you know, focusing on. It's so easy to focus on the people who aren't giving you love and respect and care and everything like that. So I think it's so easy to focus on that, which I unfortunately do because I'm such a people pleaser and I want everyone to be my friend, and I want to make sure that I'm, you know, looking after everyone, and everyone's, you know, not everyone's looking after me. So it's trying to remember who your true friends are and like learning that. What else is in my thing? Word of the month was breathe. Can't say I breathed at all really in November. I did not follow that. I was so stressed. I had many mental breakdowns, cried so much, and I didn't really stop. I think I had maybe one day, which was really lovely, where I walked around Stanley Park just by myself, just saying goodbye to that beautiful park. Like I love Stanley Park in Vancouver, it's the best. It's bigger than Central Park in New York. Fun fact there. But it was just beautiful. It was a really sunny day and it was going to sunset. The sunset's like 4 p.m. now in Vancouver, but it was so lovely. And that was probably the only time that I really breathed. Word of the month for December. Beginnings. There we go. Okay, I'm done with my reflections. Let's go on to my goals for November and how I did, because I don't know if I did well or not. Okay, for this one I will split the screen because I have my laptop here, and let's get on with it. So, November goals. Personal, sell items on Facebook Marketplace. I did that. Donated clothes to women's shelter. I did that. And I have some more that my beautiful friend Matt is gonna donate this weekend, because during the last day of packing, I filled up a lot of bags that just didn't fit. Go to a concert alone. I did that. Joe Bros. Oh my God, it was so good. Have more social time with friends. Definitely did that because, you know, whoever wanted to see me saw me and made the effort before I left, and it was really lovely. Financial, be more careful with my spending. Yes and no, like I spent a lot on the cat process and for me, but I didn't buy, I was really good with like groceries and restaurants, and we'll go over my budget in a sec. Book a meeting with the bank. I had many meetings with the bank, which is really a nightmare. Health and wellness, didn't get more steps in. I feel like I was very sedentary the whole month. I was just, after work, I was just running around, but not enough to make it exercise. Prioritize self-care, get some sleep. No, I did not do that. Limit my caffeine intake. I honestly think I did, because I wasn't at work. Normally at work, I had a huge thermos of coffee that I just sip at during the day, but I wasn't working from the 9th of November onwards. So didn't really have too much coffee, to be fair. Social media, didn't do any of that. Didn't vlog more. I wanted to do so many things before I left that I just ran out of time. Post weekly on Instagram, did not do that. I could just, no. That's a minor bird. In Australia, we've got many birds, so sorry about it. Get my screen time under 4 hours. I don't even want to tell you what my screen time is at. It is definitely more than 4 hours for the past 2 weeks. Okay, December goals, moving on. Let's look at these guys. Personal, find a rental house / apartment, number 1. Find a job, number 2. Reconnect with old friends, obviously. Look at cars. I would love a car. So many birds, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I really want a car. I don't care what type really, just one that is safe and is fuel efficient. So if you guys want to sell your car to me, let me know. Financial, figure out what my monthly expenses will be like in Melbourne, because I don't have a job or anything yet. I just need to figure out like what that is, and I won't know that. Well, hopefully I'll know that in December because, you know, would love a house and a job by December. Move the rest of my Canadian money to my, you know, Canadian dollars to Australian dollars, which I will probably do by the end of the week, and then I'll close my Canadian account finally. Whew. Health and wellness. Let go of what doesn't serve me mentally. I need to remind myself of this every day. Prioritize sleep. I feel like I've already slept better in the past 2 days knowing Flo is safe and well, but she's also been the one keeping me up because I've had her like with the door closed in my room upstairs, and she's so annoying sometimes. Like, you know how cats are up at 3 a.m? Yeah. Look into fitness classes / dancing. I would love to do Pilates, dance class, maybe hip hop, jazz, I don't know, ballet, like bar sort of dancing, pole dancing, swing dancing. I don't know, I just love dancing and I really want to get back into it, but I won't be able to do any of that until I have a job and a house. So that might be for January. We'll see. Finally upload vlogs from summer. I have so much content, guys. I have vlogged my whole summer in Vancouver. I vlogged hikes and trips back in June, and I still haven't, even the rest of my parents' trip, I haven't done yet because I have so much footage and it's so overwhelming. But I have it all, so it's gonna come at some time. I'm excited because I have currently nothing to do apart from get a house and a job. So I can edit, because editing takes a lot of time. Post 2 reels / TikToks a week, and I wanna grow my Instagram following because, I don't know, my Instagram following is weak on my, like I've got a personal one and I've got my YouTube one to connect all of them together, but I don't know. I just love TikTok. I love it so much and I have more fun on there. But I'm just being lazy. I need to edit and I just haven't been doing it. So anyway, let's get on to my what I spent in the month of November, because you guys are gonna be very shocked. Okay, let's get into my budget. I have it down in front of me, so if I'm looking down, that is why. Let's go through it. So November, I was over $3,500 over budget, which will make sense when we go through it. But income planned $5,000, received $5,186. Guys, look at that. Look at all that income. I was so happy with that because so much was outgoing that I needed some ingoing. You know, like that just makes me so happy. So let's go through it all because transparency with finances is what I like to do. So paycheck 1. I received $1,977.62. Paycheck 2 was my final ever paycheck from the clinic, and I did lots of overtime, so she was a healthy $2,033, so we love that. Facebook Marketplace, I went crazy on Facebook Marketplace. I tried to sell so many things and I didn't sell as many as I wanted to, but I'm still happy with over 450 bucks. Like $475 on Marketplace, slay. Look at me go. I sold, I'm gonna delete one of those mirrors. So, whoopsies. So $465 because I had put something in twice. So I sold a mirror, hangers. I sold a laptop that was from my, if you go back on my TikTok, you can see me rant about this call center job that I had. But anyway, it was basically a laptop that the company never ever, like you guys can, you don't know the company, but I tried to contact, they fired me for no reason. That's a whole other story. Again, go on my TikTok, scroll back to August 2022, and I'd never been fired in my life, and I got fired from this job, and it was an awful experience, and I was treated really poorly by the HR and management there. It was terrible. It was a call center job, nightmare. But I had a laptop and a monitor like given to me from the company, and then I reached out to them multiple times to be like, please, can you take your stuff back? I don't want it. I have no need for this laptop and monitor. I don't want it. Please give me a return slip and I'll return it back. And I tried to call them. I tried to email them multiple times. And after 6 months, I'm like, I guess they're mine. I guess they're mine. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sell them. And I did. I sold it to a lovely, both of the, well, the guy from the laptop, I loved him. He was so lovely. Shout out to you. He's never gonna watch this, but he was this young student and he was really grateful for, like, it was a brand new laptop. I could have asked for double that, but he was really happy with that. And I was happy because any bit of money, as I said, you saw how much I'm over budget, and that is for my cat. So all of this was for you, Flo. Anyway, moving forward, wooden shelf, 10 bucks, 20 bucks for a black cube. Some plants I sold for 20 bucks. My huge Monstera, she used to sit next to me during my videos. I had her when she was like this big, and she's grown and thriving, and I sold her. The girl who bought her, oh my God, I loved her. We connected, we even hugged, and she gave me an update of my plant. Like, I'm obsessed with my plants, and I'm really sad to see them go. Obviously I can't take my plants to Australia. So yoga mats, there's the monitor. I sold that one for 40 bucks because no one was buying it for more, so 40 bucks it was. Bedside table, 15, Sony TV, which was huge, and I bought that for, anyway. So yeah, all in all, 10 bucks, 20 bucks here and there, got me to $465 for Marketplace, so amazing. Bedroom items was, like, I bought the bed off the girl in my room for $400, which was like mattress, bed frame and everything, when I moved in February. So I kind of wanted to get that amount if possible. So it was like everyone who'd been in the room that I was in at the share house, like, bought the bed of the previous person. It was just like, that's how it always was. And obviously I didn't want the bed that my ex was in for many reasons. So the 300 was for my bed, mattress, chest of drawers and a lamp. I just did like a bundle thing, and I got 300, but loved the girl who moved into my room, so was happy to do that. Obviously wished for more, but that's okay. 300 is $300. And I finally got my deposit back from the tenant of the place that I lived at. So very grateful to see that money, because I didn't think I would. So yeah, that is all my income. Let's go down. Rent, I had a discounted rent rate, which the angels who moved in to my place discounted it for me. So I paid the usual, and then I got money given back to me because of, anyway, I just paid cheap rent for this month, and I'm not going to go into the nitty gritty of it, but very, very grateful to the girls that moved in, and that was their decision. And yeah, phone, my Fido plan, I cancelled it as well, so there might be a little bit more than that I'll have to pay next month, but I don't know. Podcast is the same, $5.59. Compass card, I think I put more because I was going out of the zone, but yeah, I don't know. And then the airport, it's out of the zone as well, so that's why I put an extra 10 bucks halfway through the month. I don't know, so that's why I was over. So I got my monthly passes per usual. Uber, Evo, and taxi. I can take taxi. Oh, I will just leave taxi in. I do not like taxis for personal reasons. So let's go down. I got an Evo from the vet and Evo to the vet. Well, Evo to the vet and back, and then I got an Uber to Burnaby. This was all in the one day for Flo. And then I got an Evo to the airport to drop off Flo, and then and back, and then Uber to the airport when I left. So that was all of that. So it was $119.41, which was over what I planned. Groceries, I'm so confused why this is so little. I'm confused. Okay, apologies, we are back. My computer just randomly died for, like, it's not low on battery or anything, it just went black, so that was a nightmare. But anyway, I went back through my finances really quickly, like my bank statements, just to see, but I really didn't spend any money on groceries. Like, I was looking at that again and again, but I think I went out to dinner so many times and I just had a lot in my pantry. So yeah, and I had so much meat that I had to use. So I literally did only spend that much on groceries. So I spent literally $81 on groceries for the whole month. It's a Christmas miracle, honestly. That is crazy to me. That's why I didn't believe it. That's why I wanted to go back and check. Yeah, that must be right. Like, I don't know. Very odd. Anyway, but I checked my statements and that's that. So anyway, let's go down. Restaurants. I went to Taco Fino and a bar with Diane. That was such a fun night. Had so much fun. Gyopara with Ricky was ramen and some gyoza. So good. If you guys haven't gone to Gyopara, it's on Arbutus and Broadway. So good. The ramen is so good there. Honestly, I think it is better than Ramen Dambo because you don't have to wait in those long lines. Like, I love Ramen Dambo. In Vancouver, it's a staple. Like, people queue up. People queue up for the Jam Cafe. The Jam Cafe is terrible. People queue up for Ramen Dambo in Kits and in the West End. There are the locations. I think there's only 2. But it's honestly worth the wait. But like, who likes waiting in the rain, in the cold for ramen? No one. So if you go to Ramen Dambo and you can't be bothered waiting, go to Gyopara, promise. Then I went to Liberté restaurant, which was a Filipino style brunch place, and it was so good. Oh my God. I'll put some photos here of what we had. It was amazing. Loved it. And Ola took me there and that was so fun. And then went to DL, Download Chicken Shack, for some fried chicken in my last few days of my Vancouver time, because God knows I love fried chicken. So I was over budget for restaurants, but who cares? It was like $27 over. Cafes takeaway, I was under. I got noodle box one night. I went for coffee and cake with Diana and Kate. Macca's must have been after a night out. Cannot remember. Canucks game. Why did I go to Macca's that night? Anyway, Ernest ice cream was after Gyopara with Ricky. We drove and got, well, she drove and we got ice cream, which I loved, but it didn't love me. Dairy, anti-dairy girls get it. Donair Dude. I don't remember ordering it or eating it, but I spent $31 on it, and that was after a night out, my last hurrah. And Maxine's Cafe, which is so beautiful, that is on Harwood and Burrard. So lovely. Honestly, the aesthetic in there over the holidays. We were just a week short of them putting up their wreaths and their tinsel and everything. But I promise you, if you go there, you'll have an Instagram moment if you would like, and the food's really good. And yeah, I just had coffee and a croissant, and I think I had a Caesar as well, which is crazy. Well, that makes sense because it's $28. Like, that's not a coffee and a croissant with Andrea. And that was a little going away thing. Liquor store, I swear I bought more alcohol than that. I don't know where my transactions are. I'm so confused. I'm pretty sure that this is just for, I bought some nudes before my night out. Maybe that's all I bought the whole month. I swear I bought a bottle of wine to have with the girls. I don't know. Anyway, I think I just spent that much money. I can't find my transactions because I've closed so many of my accounts. But anyway, I'm pretty sure it was just that and maybe a bottle of wine. Or maybe I already had the bottle of wine. I don't know. Fun money travel. What is this? Oh, I just bought some stuff off Amazon. I bought some new luggage tags and some locks and some keys, because I didn't want my bags to get lost. Excess luggage for 3 bags. So I got gifted a status pass with Air Canada, which was amazing. From a total stranger gifted me that. So that gave me 3 free bags with Air Canada. And then I paid for 3 bags. So I had 6 cases and they all made it, guys. They all made it. So this was the most affordable way that I found of moving stuff from Canada to Australia. I will do a whole other video if you guys want to know any ins and outs of moving, because I just did it. So I've got plenty of knowledge to spread around, but it cost me $675 for 3 huge suitcases. So I was very happy with that. PEQ is post-entry quarantine. So that was $1,434 for Flo's quarantine. I know. 10 days of quarantine for a cat costs that much. And then there was another $158 that I have to pay back mum, but that's gonna be for December. So yeah, basically $1,600 just for the quarantine part of it. There's so much more. But again, there'll be a whole separate video on the cat. This is Casa Fairview. It's not how it's spelt, but whatever. That was the final bill. So it was $4,756 for me to move Flo from Canada to Australia. But that was just one element of it. So that was the company that helped me. And I also, there was about $1,000 on top of that. So that's just for that company. And then there's the vet stuff, the quarantine stuff, and I will add all of those up one day. Not today, because it'll make me cry. So as you can see, I had a lot of money going this month. So that's why I was so excited for the little wins of the marketplace purchase transactions. Pet care, 20 bucks roughly for Flo's last, food and everything like that. Hair appointment with Kayla was $444.60. God, I will miss her so much. Hair by Kayla. I'll link her down below or I'll put her on the screen. If you would love a lived-in, beautiful blonde, she did my hair from 2019 to last week. And if and when I will be going back to Vancouver next year because I did my oath, to do my oath because I got my citizenship. So many things, guys, so many things have happened. So I got my citizenship and I'll do my oath next year sometime. So when I go back, maybe I'll just get her to do my hair when I'm there. I'm so scared of someone ruining it. She does such a good job. Vet visit, this was her final vet visit, it was $127, which I thought was pretty good. Drugstore, that is just for a cream, that $13. I had a massage. I wish I could have another one right now because it was amazing. That was with the last bit of my benefits, which was 55 bucks that I paid out of pocket. Yeah, that I paid out of pocket for it. And that is it. So I spent nearly $9,000 this month and that makes me feel a bit sick. But because I was doing a lot of things behind the scene with Flo on other months like this, I definitely did. I want to be completely transparent. I definitely did spend more on some months because I was paying for Flo, but I hadn't told anyone yet that I was moving back to Australia and things like that. So that's why I didn't want to put it online. So yeah. Anyway, December I can't really do because I don't have a job or anything. So let's just leave December as a blank slate. And I don't know if I can do a budget until January. But we shall see, who knows. I'm very hunched over this whole video I have been, so I'm so sorry about my Hunchback of Notre Dame aesthetic, but I didn't really know where to film. This is not my home. So I don't think I'll be doing another one of these reflection videos in Lizzie's house, but I'm very grateful for the lighting. It's great lighting. But yeah, I love you guys. If you stayed till the end, thank you so much. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and hit subscribe. It really helps my channel, and I promise you the content will be coming. I've been saying that for months now, but there's been so much going on behind the scenes with me moving back to Australia. So I'm back in Melbourne, Australia. Lots of content to come. A lot of it will be backdated, but that's okay. But thank you for being patient and for watching this video. In general, it means the world to me, and I read all your comments, so please leave a comment. Or if you have any questions, please let me know. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Forget your feelings, show me you want it. You've been a fan, ain't no more talking. Need you to back it up.